7 against Joe. At Joe's. I was dating. That's no bueno.
Well, it was a great offensive game by both teams. A tremendous crowd. Alumni weekend. This is like our big football weekend, and I thought they came, they saw a great game. Jay and Matt did what they needed to do, but I thought Courtney, Idris, and Chef. I thought they were the players of the game. They were guys that Courtney gets 12 and 11. Our 2 5-men, even though Chef's not a 5-man, go for 19 and 13. I thought that was the difference in the game. We had a hard time guarding them in the beginning. When we went to our zone, I thought our zone slowed them down a little bit. And then we came out at halftime, and I think we shot 1 for 9 and 1 for 10 to begin the second half. And I think they took the lead, and then Jay, I think, went off on a 10-0 run. And then we just continued to play. I thought we did a decent job in the second half of guarding them. And we shot 50%, 40% from threes, and we shoot 21 for 22 from the line. So did a better job in the second half, I thought, of keeping the ball in front of us. We gave up too many, points off turnovers. And the little guy, Gilliard, played really well, 5 steals. You can see why he's leading the country. But I thought, we found ourselves. We got some stops. We pushed the lead out, and we finished the game the right way. So good victory, and hopefully we can continue to improve.
Coach, with no LD, no Josh,
how
did you guys alter your game plan going against bigs like Golden and Sherwood?
We didn't really alter it. It's like the next man up mentality, and Amadi went into the starting lineup, and I thought he really helped us. And I thought Chef was a 4-man. We just moved him to the 5, and we didn't run a ton of stuff. But against Richmond, you don't really have to run a ton of stuff. They run that matchup zone, and we just try to get mismatches and then try to attack that mismatch either inside or on the perimeter. And I thought the guys really did a good job in executing that stuff.
I know we talk about defense being a constant every game, but just offensively, the fact that you can be missing 2 opening day starters, in Josh and Darian, still score 97 points and have 5 guys finishing double figures. How good is that to see how good you can?
Yeah, it's good. We had guys that stepped up, that were prepared with Amadi and Chef. And even though Chef was playing out of position, I thought, especially in the first half, he gave us a big lift. But yeah, it's good to see that when we have the 2 guys out, that we have guys that can step up, talented enough to and help us and be productive. So yeah, it was good to see, and hopefully that can continue.
Mark, so much attention is paid to Jay and to Mobley by coaches, by us. Do you think that guys like Courtney and maybe Amadi today, you mentioned Chef, that you're a little bit underappreciated at times?
Maybe underappreciated to the outside world, but not to their teammates or to our coaches. I think we know how important they are. I've said this, for a long time. It's, especially going into the season where, Jay and Matt were first-team All-League preseason picks, and I always say it's not a 2-man game. You need 5 guys playing together, and you need those role guys to play their part. And I thought, Courtney and Idris and Ladarian, they've played their part, and they've done what they've needed to do. Sometimes be that 3rd scorer, sometimes that 4th scorer, sometimes, like Idris in the Duquesne game. So they're appreciated, within our family. But I would think that, Jay and Matt get a lot of publicity, and rightfully so. But those other guys are, within the 4 walls of the Riley Center. We know how important they are. Go ahead.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Jay and Courtney, today's game, obviously, this is like what Coach said, kind of like the football time of the year where everyone's coming, alumni and whatnot. What were your guys' mindset maybe in the beginning of the game? Just strictly be aggressive, or just talk about maybe your mindset, maybe how to attack?
We wanted to come out the same way we always come out, just be aggressive. They played a different style of defense. We just wanted to be aggressive, keep attacking it, and see if we can make some plays and get the crowd on their feet.
Go ahead, Courtney.
Courtney, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna piggyback off what he said. Like we didn't really game plan too much different. I mean, we just like how Jay said, they played a different style of defense, so we wanted to stay in attack mode.
Jay, did you know that you became the highest scoring guard in Bonaventure history today?
Yeah, J.R. Bremer hit me up on Instagram, and he told me go get it tonight. So
I remembered him. Makes me feel old. What do you make of that? I mean, it's been a hell of a 4 years. Today's your 100th game. It's hard to believe sometimes, even when I look at it, that much time has passed.
I mean, it's a crazy feeling, but all credit to my coaches, my teammates, and my support system. I wouldn't be here without them, especially my parents, my mom for her support, and my dad for just showing me how to play the game. Coaches and teammates for just giving me the confidence to go out and be myself every day. So I'm glad we could do it, but we're not done yet.
That's pretty cool, though, don't you think?
For sure.
You could already walk out of here knowing that already.
Yeah, for sure. We got a couple games left too, so try to extend that a little bit.
Coach, as you guys look into a matchup with LaSalle, you've had such a tough schedule when they're 4-7 in the A-10, and then you have Rhode Island on Friday, and you're obviously undefeated. I mean, is it easy in a sense to kind of look past LaSalle and say we have to focus on?
No, I don't know the last time we won at LaSalle. You know, we can't. We're not talented enough. We're not well. You know, that well coached to be able to look by anybody. You know, it's that whole next man up mentality and next game up, and that's what we're trying to do. You know, we can't look ahead. You know, once you look ahead and, you know, look towards that Rhode Island game, then LaSalle's talented enough, and they've done it before, and they can do it again. I don't know. When's the last time we won at LaSalle? Yeah, so it's been a long time. So I think our guys have you know, LaSalle has our attention. I can tell you that. So we're not looking ahead.
Coach, would you say that loss from 2016 still in the back of your head?
You know, I don't know. I just know that we haven't had a lot of success at LaSalle.
Coach, you haven't had it every game, but how does it change things for you guys offensively, or maybe both ends, having an inside presence like Amadi doing what he did?
Yeah, it makes it easier. You know, and I would think the guards, you know, can attest to that. You know, once you get the ball inside, you know, it takes some pressure off the guards. Now they have to come down, and it's easier to play inside out, you know, especially as a guard when you get it inside and kick it out. And now they have to, you know, put more attention onto Amadi, and it just makes it easier. You know, and you get those easier, you know, the easier baskets, and then that makes your offense a little bit easier to run.
I'm sorry about that.
That's right.
How far has he come?
Amadi?
When you look at like the first practice,
Yeah.
where he was. And
You know, yeah, you know, like last year he had some spurts. Like he played well against Duquesne, you know, and he had that freshman up and down, and even now he's still up and down, but he's getting more confidence, and a game like this can do wonders for him. But he's still learning the game. The game's still green to him. You know, if you watch him play, sometimes he's slow to react. And that part of it is getting better. And I think the more he plays and the more experience he gets, he'll be quicker in those situations. But, you know, his body's changed a little bit, you know, and he has confidence in that little jump hook. And we have confidence in him. And the other thing, too, it's, you know, with our perimeter players that we have, especially Jay and Matt, it's hard for them to, no one wants to double. So it's one-on-one in the post, you know, and that's what we try to tell them. It's one-on-one. You need to go score. And if he can score, then it makes it that much, as I was saying earlier, it makes that much easier for the guards to play.
Jay, you guys were down to 61-59, 13 minutes left. It was a pretty close game, you know, all the way to that point, and you went on a personal 10-0 run to get you guys up. And really, they never got, I don't think, within 5 the rest of the way. Was that just a point where you felt the need to just try to take things over?
I think I got some good looks during that stretch. Defense got better. I got out in transition, was able to get, I think, a clean 3. Have been missing shots all day, but was able to get to the rim during that stretch. So I'm glad I could do that for my team.
Hey Jay, what does it say about this guy, Courtney, when you know what he's been through injury-wise? Wasn't even sure if he was going to be able to play. Again, to see him coming out now and being really a productive player.
It's a great feeling for the whole team. Me especially, just knowing what kind of player he is. He's supposed to be on that team 2 years ago. People don't really know that, and he'd have made a big difference. So I'm glad to see him back out here and contributing how he can contribute.
Coach, you mentioned the beginning of the second half where you guys were shooting about you shot like 1 for 9 at the start of the beginning. Was it just the ball not getting the basket? Was the offensive going and maybe defense?
It was my halftime speech. Who knows? I don't know. It's like we had some good looks. You know, we turned the ball over a little bit, but I don't know.
Courtney, you four assists shy of a triple-double. You had that block, that big block at the end, although I do think they scored on the possession.
They did.
Still a big block there.
Yeah.
Did a little bit of everything today. Just, you know, talking in a game where the two, you know, studs go for 48, just what you were able to contribute today.
What was the question again?
Just, you did a little bit of everything today. Just talk about what you were able to bring.
I mean, I just wanted to come out and just play my game. Just play off Jay and Matt. When they're going, they make our jobs a lot more easier. So, and when they get going, the whole team gets going. So that's just what I tried to do.
Do you consider the last couple of games, Matt really hasn't been a big part of the offense? Did that go into it because he really got a great start today? Did you consider looking for him, or was that just part of the flow of the game and it just happened?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that. Matt's he's a scorer, relentless scorer. So, you know, when he gets going like that, he's hard to stop. And I think he just made it a point for himself to just come out and try to get going. And I think when he's hitting shots, it makes my job easier. And like Court said, it makes everybody's job easier. So definitely always looking for him. Every time I even go into the lane, I'm always looking for him. So I'm glad he was able to get it going early today.
Mark, can you?
In the middle of the second half, you were really small. It's about as small a lineup as you can get.
Yeah.
Have you considered in the past anything like that to get some?
No, it's like Richmond plays differently, and they play. You know, at times they were playing with 5 guards. You know, when they put Sherrod at the 5. You know, so we just try to match it up, and you know, in the way they were playing, you know, we didn't have to run a lot of different sets. You know, so you could put guys out there and just put them in spots because we run a lot of ball screens, staggered ball screens, and trying to get mismatches. You know, so it wasn't. You know, we didn't have a legitimate power forward or 5-man. We were just spacing it out, and we were just having, you know, like Chef come up and ball screen, and we were just playing. You know, so it made it a little bit easier to go small, especially when they're small. They don't have a natural power forward. If they did, then, you know, we couldn't do what we did.
Right.
Hey Jay, did you understand? You know, after 2 freakish games like that, where it seemed like you couldn't miss, that it just wasn't going to be one of those again. I mean, to do that 3 times is ludicrous, but Maravich.
I mean, I don't really put limits on myself. I just go out there and play basketball. The ball, obviously, I mean, can't hit 10 threes every night, but like I said, I don't limit myself when I go out on the court, so hey, what happens, happens.
Coach, what can you say?
Okay, one more.
Sorry, all right. For the next game against LaSalle, what can you take from this game and maybe bring into the LaSalle, you know, knowing that you haven't won so much?
You know, we're going on the road. You know, we struggled early in the conference. We've won the last 2 road games. You know, we got to go in there and you know, when we play well on the road, we defend. You know, we can't give up. You know, if we give up 88 against LaSalle, we're not going to win.
Right.
You know, so we got to make sure we defend. We got to take care of the basketball. If we can do those 2 things, then we have a shot. You know, but you know, we're not going to outscore LaSalle. We on the road, you got to out defend them, and hopefully we can do that. Okay, thanks, guys.